What if history isn't what we've been told? What if an ancient, lost civilization once walked the earth, masters of engineering, astronomy, and sacred knowledge, leaving only question marks in time? From the enigmatic pyramids of Giza to the precision-cut ruins of Puma Punku, from the buried mysteries of Göbekli Tepe to the astronomical alignments of Chichen Itza, the evidence points to something far older, far more advanced, and far more mysterious than mainstream historians dare to acknowledge. Could it be that these sites weren't simply the works of primitive humans with crude tools? Or maybe it was a forgotten civilization, one that existed 10, maybe even 20,000 years ago and was responsible for passing down all the lost knowledge? And if so, were they alone? Join me today as we explore the possibility that ancient civilizations, and perhaps something even more otherworldly, shaped our past in ways that we are only beginning to understand. In the rolling hills of Turkey lies a site that shatters the mainstream narrative of human history, Göbekli Tepe. Dated to at least 11,600 years ago, this massive megalithic temple was built at the end of the last ice age, long before the first civilizations of Sumer or Egypt. The question is, how? How did hunter-gatherers, supposedly only armed with stone tools, carve 20-foot T-shaped pillars weighing up to 50 tons? How did they align them so precisely with celestial patterns? And more importantly, why was the site deliberately buried over 10,000 years ago? Could Göbekli Tepe be a surviving outpost of an advanced civilization that predated the ones that we know? Some researchers suggest that the site may have been built by the very people who survived a cataclysmic event, an event that reset humanity and erased nearly all traces of their knowledge. And then there are the carvings. Strange animal motifs, abstract humanoid figures, and symbols eerily similar to those found in other ancient sites around the world. Is this coincidence or evidence of a lost global civilization? If Göbekli Tepe defies our understanding of human civilization, then Puma Punku, located high in the Bolivian Andes, destroys it completely. Mainstream archaeologists claim that the site was built around 500 AD, but the precision and scale of the construction tells a completely different story. The blocks of diorite, a stone almost as hard as diamond, are cut with laser-like precision that modern engineers would struggle to replicate them. Some blocks are over 100 tons, yet they are perfectly interlocked as if part of a massive ancient machine. But here's where it gets even stranger. Scattered amongst the ruins are H-shaped blocks that appear mass-produced, suggesting an advanced building technique. Who were these mysterious builders? Local Andean legends speak of the Viracochas, tall, pale-skinned, bearded gods who came from the stars and bestowed knowledge upon humanity. Could these stories be the remnants of a real advanced civilization that once guided ancient people? Or could they be describing something not of this earth? Did Puma Punku's knowledge come from a highly advanced terrestrial civilization? Or maybe even something from beyond the stars? Of all the ancient wonders, the Great Pyramid of Giza remains the ultimate enigma, officially attributed to Pharaoh Khufu around 2500 BC. The pyramid's true origins may stretch back thousands of years earlier. Consider this: the Great Pyramid is aligned within 3/60ths of a single degree of true north, an accuracy unmatched by modern buildings. Its base is nearly perfectly square, with sides differing by less than an inch. The structure itself incorporates pi and the golden ratio, knowledge supposedly unknown to the ancients. The massive limestone casing stones were originally so smooth and so precise, they reflected light like a mirror. And then there's a question of technology. The granite blocks inside the king's chamber came from Aswan, 500 miles away. They required cutting techniques beyond what copper chisels could achieve. Is it possible that the pyramids are not simply tombs, but remnants of an ancient power plant, as researchers like Christopher Dunn suggest? Did they harness some form of lost energy technology? And let's not forget about the Sphinx, heavily eroded, possibly dating back to 10,000 BC, hinting at a time when Egypt's civilization was far older than textbooks claim. Could the builders of these structures have been remnants of an even older pre-Diluvian civilization? Or did they inherit their knowledge from a forgotten race of godlike teachers? When we examine ancient structures across the globe, patterns emerge: advanced construction, astronomical precision, and a shared knowledge of mathematics and sacred geometry. From the step pyramids of Mesoamerica to the submerged ruins off the coast of Japan, a pre-Ice Age civilization may have spread across the world, leaving behind echoes of its existence. Mainstream history tells us civilization began 6,000 years ago with Sumer. But what if Sumer was merely the last inheritor of a much older, much greater lost civilization? One that thrived before a global catastrophe wiped it from history. Some researchers point to Plato's account of Atlantis, a technologically advanced civilization that was destroyed in a great flood over 12,000 years ago. Is this just myth, or a fragmented memory of real events? And then there's the question of outside influence. Could extraterrestrial beings have played a role in guiding early humanity? The myths of gods descending from the heavens, the mysterious knowledge encoded in ancient text, and the eerie precision of the megalithic structures leave the door open for an even greater mystery. The evidence is there, if we choose to see it. History is far older, far deeper, and far more mysterious than we've been told. Were the builders of these megalithic sites the last remnants of a lost civilization? Were they survivors of a cataclysmic event, desperately trying to preserve their knowledge? Or were they helped by something even more advanced, something beyond human? The truth is waiting to be uncovered, but one thing is for certain: history is not what we think it is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this style of content, then please let me know down below. And as always, if you like the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.